There it is. There it is. Hello. Hi, everybody. How we doing? I'll aim at me since I'm by myself for the moment. Not for long, but just at this moment. I am alone. I am Kim of Kim Fixes Things. You can find my channel elsewhere on YouTube at Kim Fixes Things. That's where I go when I'm working on my very own projects all by my lonesome. Uh, and Yeah, I like fixing stuff, mechanical things. I've always loved working on machines, and so I do a bit of that. And around here, oh, there's people in right away. You guys were probably expecting to see Uncle Tony tonight, and I don't know why, but he did leave a community post that he was not going to be on tonight at all from some technical difficulty. So I guess they just threw their hands up and said, we stream enough, and took a day off when they started running into problems. Then maybe they have internet problems or computer problems. You know how that is. Honestly, considering how complicated this whole internet streaming thing is, but you're already on. I am live, baby. Buckdo Campo is on the radio, and he's getting ready. We didn't expect to stream. We weren't sure if we were going to stream at all, so we weren't really set up. But we saw that Tony wasn't on, and we thought, well, what are people going to do if they can't get their Tony? And I'm guessing that Dead Dodge Garage is up, but a lot of the people who watch Tony are not Dead Dodge Garage people. Although Jamie is very entertaining, he might just not be your flavor, or maybe you're watching both. That's fine. And we don't usually go up against Tony, but since he's taken the night off, we thought we'd stream early. And this actually works for us because we've been doing too many late nights. Buckdo Campo got 2 hours of sleep today. We were here in the shop until like 5 in the morning. There he is now. He's watching from in the house. Quit watching the stream and get ready. I got this. Paul Pajui and Buddy Carafano, I award you both 2 points for being here like instantly as soon as the stream was announced. That's awesome. Oh, look, and Professor P. Professor P, I was watching your video just now. Crash Road Runner Garage is here. I was watching Professor P, Slant Daily Garage, video on putting the DLC lifters, hydraulic lifters, into a solid lifter slant 6, and some of the oiling modifications and rocker arm shaft modifications and that type of thing to make them work. It looks like a lot of work. It really does. But I'm glad he's doing it so I can enjoy the benefits of seeing how it goes. And the DLC lifters, I am eagerly anticipating the DLC lifters, but I was told that they will not be commercially available for a little while yet. So we just had to put in some stock lifters and pray. How do you know there's no UTG tonight, Kim? His community, he put up a post in his community section just a few minutes before I ran up here. So maybe 10 minutes ago or 15 minutes ago at the most, that they were having technical difficulties and they were not going to stream. So if I'm wrong about that, I apologize to him, but he shouldn't have said that he wasn't going to be on if he was going to be on. And, you know, we're really not in competition. You know, if you're in the mood to watch him or Jamie or anybody who's on, because I think on Tuesday nights, I think Kiwi still streams, and Kim fixed Tony's internet. I did not fix Tony's internet. I don't know if it was an internet problem. It could have been a dog problem, right? It could have been any technical difficulty, and they were just like, look, these people will find a way to entertain themselves on this particular Sunday evening, and I am just here to give you an option. And the good news is it was a good day. I never checked that. I asked Kathy, but haven't gotten a response. They're having some kind of problems. I don't know. I didn't talk to them. You know, it was just there was a place. And yeah, we usually, he'll try again tomorrow night. There you go. So maybe you can catch us tonight and catch Tony tomorrow. That's good. But Buff Del Campo has some stuff to do kind of early. So we're trying to get an early night. He didn't get much sleep, but I told him, well, you shouldn't go back to sleep. And he was like, I'm going to try not to fall asleep during Tony. And so now he has no choice but to get off his keister, get up here. I was refreshing my page for 25 minutes. I know, yeah, you don't always think to look in the community section, but I know if we ever miss a stream like a Tuesday night, which we're pretty good about making that our focus for all day Tuesday, Dead Dodge Garage is tonight. Yeah, Jamie's on. If you guys want to watch Jamie, I'm not offended. We're here. We have things to do anyways, and our timing is such that it made sense. Well, we'll just turn the stream on. This drags Buff Del Campo out of his bedroom, makes him do some stuff so he can crash a little bit early because he has more physical therapy. Because most of you know he had a car accident after No Name Nationals on the way home, literally. Oh, Jamie's going to show a carry-all for me tonight. That's fantastic. You guys should, if he starts that segment, Mexican Spec, I fully give you permission. Mention Jamie's showing my carry-all, and some people can go over there if they're interested to see, and we'll show it again on Tuesday if you want. But Jamie showing one of your cars, that's like big stuff because he's got a big audience. So hopefully that gets you some customers because, hey, we all are just trying to make a living in this world, you know? And I know that you're trying to make an honest living and actually deliver what you tell people you're giving them. So if anybody's deserving of some recognition and some promotion, that's why we try and throw your name out there, even though sometimes our viewership is sort of small. As soon as I go there, he said he will do it. Well, it's okay, Mexican Spec, you can go there. If you want to wait until we have a couple more, there's just a couple people in here because this is an unannounced stream. But some people are here. I want to mention them. Old McDonald has a car. Welcome to the stream. Kevin Smith is here. Church of Buff and Kim tonight. I don't know if that's what most people would call it. Olive is here. Welcome to the stream. 6th Street Garage has made it. Howdy, Buff and Kim. Buff's in the house getting dressed. He'll be here any minute. I'm a little more like bang and jump up, and we want to get started, you know. Everyone else, yes, some other people. I think I just sold a 69 Dart GTS. We will see. It is the one I just posted. That's great because there are people who love the 69 model Dodges. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's people interested. My internet's been problematic today. Today my internet has been fine, but I know on Friday everything was coming in glitchy. Like YouTube videos would play for like 15 seconds and then glitch, and then play, then glitch, then play, then glitch. And I tried everything I know how to do, and nothing was helping. It was just like, bleh. He isn't on. Oh, he doesn't start till 8 my time. All right. Well, once he comes on, Mexican Spec, it's okay. You can even, if you want, announce that you're going over to Dead Dodge Garage, and that he's going to show your carry-all. Like I have no problems with that. Like I'm going to be here with Buff Del Campo, and we're going to be tinkering on his car, right? It's not that's not everybody's flavor, you know. And Jamie is very entertaining, and there's a lot of people there. But other people want to just chill and chat, and we'll be here for that. Stuck a feather in his cap and called it macaroni. Yeah, but our internet's been doing great. I'm out in the shop, and we seem to have all the kilobits, 4791 kilobits per second. Kim community page, is that YouTube, Facebook, or what? That was... in regard to Uncle Tony, that's his YouTube community page. It's just where people post little pictures or things like that. He said that somebody said he said he was maybe gonna go Monday night. So, So we had a problem with this car. I'm just going to go right into what's going on, and Buffalo Camp is going to repeat it, so I apologize on that. But the this is the wiper linkage for the '78 Mercury Zephyr Fox body. Okay, and when we got the car, it was in the trunk, and we didn't know why. We were told that it was going to be a movie car, so we thought maybe they took the windshield wipers out for filming, that maybe they'd be in the... But after we got it home, on further inspection, it seems like one of the bushings was missing. The one that attaches to the motor was missing. And then all the other ones are like super sloppy, like they're not supposed to be. But these things are good, right? But all these are sloppy. And so we set about finding replacement bushings. So we just figured we'll put new bushings in. Oh, I see. Mockery, huh? Okay. So we started having problems. He ordered parts, so we waited because we're working on other things. He ordered the parts, and they came in, and they were not correct at all. There were some different kind of, like I said all along, bushings. I don't know. Probably, yes. But the bushings that came in were not right. And so we started looking at, like, well, what do we do, right? It seems like the Mercury Zephyr was maybe like a claw over from earlier models, like the last of these older style linkage. I make my own bushings from nylon cutting boards if you can't find parts. Kevin, that's an interesting thing. It's definitely consideration, Kevin. But for $30, I found brand new bushings from a later Fox body. And I thought, how different could it be, right? How different could it be? Well, it turns out it's all the different. Buffalo Campo, ladies and gentlemen, has entered the building.
I carry him almost.
Impromptu streams sometimes start slow. So this is good because I can show Buffalo Campo what I've discovered about these linkages, and we can talk about what we're going to do. With those cars, you have to be a mechanic. Yeah, being a parts swapper is not going to get it done because there is no listing for these parts, right? And the '78 Mercuries that we have found that people are parting out are like 3 or 4 hours away, which spending the entire day tracking down a set of wiper linkages that may or may not be any better is probably not the best use of our time, right?
Oh, look at this. All these people here already.
There's a bunch of people
sorry
here.
I'm late.
Mexican Specs here.
Man, I put up that thumbnail.
He says when Jamie from Dead Dodge Garage starts, he's leaving because we're not popular.
Who's?
Mexican Spec.
Oh, well, he's supposed to be there, right?
Right, but yeah, he says he's ditching us and going over there because he likes him better.
Oh, man.
And I think he said it in a mean way to intentionally hurt our feelings.
Oh, jeez.
And so,
He's
I don't know. I don't know. I told him to go and take his friends with him.
Oh, you know what? I bought all that water.
Yeah.
It's not here.
You drank it all? Oh, well, I can go over and get a water. Let's.
You know where it is? It's in the back of the Jeep. Just got to drive the Jeep up here.
All right.
There's like 40 bottles of water in the back of the Jeep. I got none here.
So let me show.
Yeah. We don't have
I'm going to wait for a lot of people to get in here. Yeah, and then you're gonna drag all our viewers over there.
Well, that's okay.
That's okay. They can watch your carry-all, and then they can stay or go.
Man, we got a mess here. Usually I have time to clean this all up.
Telling stories. Yeah.
I put the thumbnail up, and then I clicked on it to see what it looked like. And it was. And you already live. You're already live. Yeah.
Mexican Spec. I'm just teasing you. I appreciate you being here. and you have been a very good friend to the stream. And I realize sometimes you spread yourself thin and long. And I know when we're streaming, sometimes you just won't go. It's like if you're tired, you can go to bed, Mexican back, but you won't.
This might just work.
Okay, so this bushing, the bushing that attaches to the motor, is correct. It's perfect. It's lovely, right? But the bar that goes from the motor, that'd be this one, to the
it's different.
Passenger wiper is like completely not the same. Look, it's about what, 6 inches, 7 inches too long.
Look at the size of these things.
Well, that was another. That you see, you're jumping ahead. The size of the mounts for the wipers. These are the itty tiny ones, and these are the big blue ones, right? Right.
Yeah.
So not the same, right? And then the length of the other one is also not the same. But if I just did something like took a cutoff wheel and just lopped that off and just like lop that off.
Well, you got to get the. Well, it's more than that because that's straight and this has got.
Yeah, I know. Then I'm gonna have to lop that off and lop that off and then tack it. Luckily, we have.
I'm just
welders.
thinking, where'd you get this?
We're gonna do $1,000 worth of welding.
Where'd you get this
to make
contraption?
Unobtainium wiper linkages. This came brand new from Amazon for $30.
Well, I'm thinking I might just buy some big Heim joints and just weld them onto this, and then this all the geometry will be the same. And everything. No, you want to do another whole thing. I don't know. We'll have to discuss it.
That's what we're here doing.
Yep. We got people here I've never seen here before. This filled up fast. Wow, this is pretty cool.
Hanging out.
Well, never on Sunday night, unless it's really late.
Hey,
just throw it on the floor. I don't want it
up on the floor. Being like that.
I don't want it up here.
I dragged him out of here. You guys can talk to your host, Buck Del Campo. I'm going to check.
Oh, I'm outside the picture because something.
I'm going to check the fireplace because I haven't looked at it yet, and then we're going to see what we're going to do about this. We're going to have to take some time.
But do you have the?
We're going to take a little time.
Do you have the key?
What's that?
Do you have the key to the Jeep?
It's in my purse, maybe.
Okay, I'm thinking if you could drive the Jeep up here,
you'll have water.
We'd have water. Well, yeah, we can unload it.
You're thirsty, huh?
Well, I always sit here and drink some water, but there's like, yeah, I'm out. Like an old drunk uncle. What's an old drunk uncle? Who's the old drunk uncle? I expect like that relative that shows up unexpectedly and stays till 2 in the morning. Man, everything's not quite where I'm used to seeing it. Kim is trying hard to show she is doing work. Yeah. Oh, man. She does a lot. Heim joints. No, not Hind. Heim. Like and probably not Heim. Heim's a brand name. Probably ball, just ball joints. And the brand I usually buy is Aurora. Although sometimes I buy Heim. Heim joints may cause a squeal. Yeah, I guess you'd have to have them greased well. Because the Heim joints I use usually like on controls for an aircraft, and they're not sitting there working like this for an hour at a time. Yeah, it might be the wrong thing. Oh, man. Yeah, it's like a big old whirlwind. I was just waking up and going to turn Tony on, and all of a sudden we're going live. But for that alien jacket, she'd be playing some ball brand music. Like I told Kim, have some bushings made from nylon cutting boards. I don't know if any of you ever saw the video we did when she repaired my my Valiant. The blower motor was bad, and she took the blower. I just used to replace blower motors, and she took the blower motor all apart and took a piece of a plastic spatula and made a new board that it needed in there and put it all together and put it in the car and boom, worked. So that's what's in the Valiant is the one she picked. And let's see. Mostly Old Parts is here. Kevin Smith's here. Olive's here. Mexican Specs here. Who else is here?
I already said hello to a bunch.
I thought I saw somebody else when I walked
You can
in.
do it twice.
Well, I usually walk in here. The thing isn't full and scrolling yet.
Hey, that's the rule, right? If we do it nice because we do it twice, hello a second time.
See, and I got this fixed. This is the hole saw kit that I was using last night, and the paper thing came off of it. See, it slides out of here.
Yeah, you guys think we don't do nothing, but
So,
when you're not here, we're doing things.
I didn't want to just throw the paper thing away. I like that there because it protects it. So I took it to the house and we did that. And then I took all the, let's see here. I spoke too soon that Farley's Fairmont was ready. Now it won't charge no matter what we do.
What?
That's going to be fun. Paul Pachui's here. Hello, how you doing? And then that's why I took all my electrical stuff down to the house because I was making up a little jumper cable for an antenna, so I can go to like a CB radio stuff. So I can use this to put like a power meter.
Hey, no!
Oh, that popped apart.
That's what I wanted. Popped me in the face.
You got hit in the face with it.
Face. To the face.
Kim, why is this thing tilted so much this way?
Tilted so much.
This monitor's like tilted that way.
I was looking at it.
Oh, okay. Oh, you don't have to. No, it's usually straight, not tilted toward me.
Well, nothing around here is all that straight now, is it?
Nothing's all that straight. Terry Mott's here. Hello. Oh, you'll know more tomorrow, yeah, because it's be Monday. Yeah, you don't know much on Sunday.
I got faith, Mexican Spec. You'll get it done.
It's just a machine. In machines, you can always fix them.
Yep.
But sometimes it can be aggravating.
Metal and wire and...
Sometimes it can be aggravating.
Sometimes?
Terry Mott. Medic. Oh, for you.
Yeah. Right in the face.
Popped a ball joint. Yeah, it is. This is a ball joint.
Yeah.
Look at this. That's actually a ball
and socket joint.
That's actually a ball joint with some kind of a plastic nylon or
and you see
Delrin or something.
Those nylons are the thing that you ordered as replacements.
Yeah, okay.
See, so if we upgrade to this, we'll at least be able to maintain it. Because after 47 years, we might have to replace it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I saw the thumbnail. I tried to draw a UTG flying saucer on there, and then I wore this shirt. I went over, pulled this shirt out of the dryer. Here's another mistake. I was in a hurry to get up here, so I pulled this shirt out of the dryer, and somehow I'd got a paper towel in there, and there's all like chunks of paper towel all stuck to this, and I had to get them off in a hurry. Oh man, I can't believe I did that. So yeah, it says you can't fix a machine that was melted in molten metal. Yeah, I saw that in a documentary about a robot from the future. Yeah, I guess. Well, hopefully it's not melted. Yeah, melted's not good. I was working in my radiator shop, one of my radiator shops one time. I got a torch going. I'm working on a radiator. A friend of mine comes in. He has a quarter, and he takes a quarter out, sets it on the bench, a steel bench, and he goes, I bet you can't melt that. And I reached over the torch, went whoop, and then went back to working on the radiator. I mean, it took me like half a second. That quarter was like a little ball of metal. He goes, you melted my quarter. I said, you told me you didn't think I could, so I showed you I could.
Showed you.
Yeah, that was
Well, these. I already broke one of these bushings.
You already broke one?
Yeah. Good thing you bought.
I bought replacements.
We're gonna need them.
No drink, so I'm already into the cough drops. Can't believe I ran myself out of water. There's half a bottle of water here, but I don't know why it's a half a bottle. I don't know what water's in there. Terry Mott, I have an old Anco wiper device that measures the wiper arm spring tension. Anyone ever used one? Seems obsolete. He keeps it. You know what? I remember seeing, when I was a little kid, I remember seeing Anco wiper displays at gas stations. That was like in the 50s or 60s maybe. But I haven't seen one of those in a long time. Hippie Long went and picked up that 56 Lincoln and a 69 Cougar today. Lincoln, that's so gangster, the exhaust comes out the bumper up high. Yeah, isn't that a cool thing? That 56, it's actually a 56 Continental. Oh, you got those things off.
Yeah, and this one I can punch out because it's just peened over.
Oh, and then just weld it in.
But explain to me how I'm supposed to get that apart.
I don't know. It was never meant to take apart.
Well, how did they put it together? If it was put together, I can take it apart. There's got to be a way.
I don't know. TK's Garage will go premiere with this subject in 37 minutes. Could Stellantis end the Dodge brand and not sell it?
Why would they do that? Why would they not sell it? What's the point?
I don't usually...
There's people who would buy it for, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Why would they just keep it and sit on it?
I usually don't watch the premieres, but I usually watch TK's Garage. I watch it a lot, especially lately. Oh, McDonald says, I still have a window regulator that is 2 broken flush screws I need to get so I can put rear driver's side window back. Man, yeah, this car had window. That's another thing,
They were riveted in. We had to drill the rivets out.
Like, what's taking so long with this
everything
heater? It's like we've done both windows. Well, one window is missing, so we've done a window and a regulator. The other side did the regulator. We've done the one suspension arm, which we got to do the other one.
It's really coming together.
And then I got the CV antenna on it last night with Kim's help.
Yeah, he was pissed.
I was at the reach of my...
Man, was he mad.
I was...
All right, I'm going over to get your water.
Okay, you got your radio?
I don't know.
Radio.
Try again. Here you go.
Where's your radio?
Got it.
Got your radio.
I'll be back in a minute, everybody.
Okay, thank you, Kim.
I got to go over to the house anyways.
Yeah, all right. So I'll sit there, and I'm not as interesting as Kim is, but I'll hold the fort down. I'm holding. Wow. Oh, hi everyone. Still may be in other things right now. Yeah, I was like sound asleep. I woke up and kind of looked over at the light. Yeah, I looked at the clock, and it was almost 7. I thought, oh, Tony's coming on. And then Tony wasn't coming on. So I said, hey, we can go live. Like 5 minutes later, we were live. Indecisive Garage, howdy guys, just lurking in the background. Yeah, that's fine. I do that with some lives. In fact, I do that with Tony a lot because he's usually just sitting there, There's some funny stuff that goes on, but it's just going. I'm listening to it. Hippie Long, I've been thinking about streaming, but I'm kind of boring. Kind of boring. As soon as you're streaming, something will happen. Something will happen. It won't be boring. Terry Mott, I thought Tennessee was getting some storms. Ryan Hall's live. Yeah, it was. I left my phone somewhere. Jeez. This is why we have radios. Hey, Kim, somewhere like sitting on my bed, my phone should be there. Can you grab that too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't plan this real well. I just had to run. It was kind of funny tonight because I usually put the thumbnail up a couple of hours in advance. I put it up. I don't remember what time I put it up for. They give you like 15-minute increments. So I put it up whatever the next increment was. I was going to come up here. But then I looked to see what it looked like on YouTube. and she was already live. It's like, man, I put it up, and there she was. Yeah, but it's raining. It's been raining off and on all day today. Okay, ads. I'll be quiet for a few seconds. Maybe the ads are finished. Not sure. Kevin Smith says, just fix the last leak in my 100-year-old house. Time for something else to break. Man, isn't that the way it is? Mexican Spec says, I didn't say over and out. Yeah, we don't do that. This is like a private channel. These things don't transmit more than about 1/8 of a mile, maybe a little further. So we never hear anybody else on there. So it's just like a private conversation. Kevin Smith, raining like here. Akron, hope it doesn't snow. Man, when I lived in Ohio, I lived up there in Geneva, Ohio for like 15 years. And every year, spring would start coming, it'd start warming up, and leaves start to come on the trees. And then, wham, here's about the second week in April, you get this big old snowstorm, like a blizzard come through. So you're probably right. It'll snow. Oh, man. WeatherTech. Oh, WeatherTech ad. Excellent. Car stuff. Boat anchors here. See, boat anchor, I was in the house. I put the antenna on the car last night, but I cut this end off, so I put a new end on it. So this is a nice little jumper cord for like power meter, checking SWRs or something. Tell us a story. I'll be thinking of one. Well, last night trying to put this CB antenna in, I put it as far forward on the deck lid as I could, but there's some structure underneath, so I had to miss that. So it was actually back a little bit further than I wanted it. And then I got to drill holes in my deck lid. I think everybody's going to be mad at me for doing this, but I really want a good anchored mount, So I did it. And then I'm trying to screw the thing on there. Well, I'm bending my knees backwards with the bumper and reaching as far as I can. I'm at the very tips of my fingers, and I can't get both hands out there because when I do, then my feet slip out from under me because my knees are prying on the bumper. And Kim's taller than me by a little. She come over there like it was nothing and just one hand on one side of the deck lid, the other on the other hand, just started the.
It wasn't like nothing. It was kind of a pain in the butt.
Yeah, but I could not do it, and you did it.
So I brought just one over because.
Oh, can I have my phone, please?
Yeah, because my hands were full, and that water, that jumbo water package is too heavy for me to lift.
Oh, that's what I thought. Drive the.
Well, I did, but I mean, even still,
it's out here then.
Yeah, but I wanted to. I'm gonna make several trips with the water. I'll break it down into.
Okay, don't worry about it. Oh, right here. They're talking about thought it was raining. I get my phone. This is what I want to do is look at the weather. What's the first thing I see? Tornado watch.
I could see flashes of lightning.
Tornado watch from Montgomery County. That's where we are.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
Yeah. Oh, Kim on Facebook.
Oh, Jay from What It's Like is here. Welcome.
Oh, I missed that.
You didn't even see him?
Well, no, because it's scrolling kind of fast. No, I was saying hello to everybody, but it's scrolled past there. Oh yeah, there's a. I'm gonna show everybody what the blue dot is us. I don't know if you can see the blue dot, but you can see there's a. Look at all the snow up north. Oh man, I'm glad we're down here.
So because I'm not a complete idiot, before I cut this up, I am going to test fit the original stuff and make sure that it's actually the stuff that came from this car. Because it's never actually been assembled.
Oh, it could have been from some other car.
I don't think it is.
Neither do I, but yeah, there was other stuff in the trunk that could, yeah.
But, anything is possible, and I don't really want to.
Oh, Mexican Spec wants me to look at the. Man, I don't do the Instagram on here real well.
The $69? Oh, it's not too hard.
All right, I'll do what I can do.
No.
I'm
I
trying to
can
read
get
it.
it.
Oh, you can get it up there. Yeah, all right.
I can get it up here.
Okay, yeah, that's better than me poking at my phone. Oh, and then you can just put up a link. Okay, let's see here.
Well, he could put up a link.
Yeah, Mexican Spec, put up a link. Okay, I got way behind already. What it's like, that's Jay. He's working on a cabinet because he's a cabinet maker and a YouTuber. It's like a lot of YouTubers. They got a job and a job. Kim's getting it up, Mexican Spec.
I don't know your
See, Buff suffers from short
There's
arms.
Instagram. There's Mexican Spec. Do you have do you ever use Instagram on your?
On my phone?
No, on your PC.
Yeah.
For some reason, it's not seeing you.
Why not?
I don't know. So it doesn't work. I'm sorry, Mexican Spec. I can see you there on Instagram.
Just put up a link to your Instagram. What's all that stuff that popped? I got pop-ups and pop-ups and pops up. TMI buff. TMI. I know what TMI is. Okay, let's see here.
Oh.
Blue Grit's here. Good evening. Mike N. Oh, we got some storms coming down in Louisiana.
Show it on your phone.
Oh, that's not easy. I'm going to have to.
Mexican Spec's really here. He wants you to plug his stuff, or else he's leaving and taking his friends with him.
Let's see here. Yeah, I'm sort of trying to take care of the chat right now, and I got to.
Mexican Spec doesn't care.
To do that on my phone, I'm going to be poking on the phone for several minutes because I'm not logged in. I don't remember this. Don't remember my password. I got to look all that stuff up because there's only I have 500 passwords. Everybody goes, use the same password, but you know how passwords are. You can use this exclamation point, or you can't use it, or you can use this, or you have to have capital letters. You can't have capital letters. And then there's stuff, because I was government, there's stuff that was sites I had to sign into, or I had to change the password every 30 days. And they could never look like the other password. And oh my God.
Looks too much like your
sometimes I just go on the keyboard and I copy and paste it in every time. He goes, but I want you to show the car on your phone. Okay. Give me a few minutes. When Kim gets back over here and she can, he put it up. Let's see what happens if I click on that link.
Man, Mexican Spec, you're pretty demanding.
Well, it's supposed to be a good car, I guess.
It was black. It looked pretty.
Oh, it didn't like that.
What did you do?
I don't know. I clicked on that and it made this. Oh, no, I don't want to leave YouTube. Back to YouTube. We're not at the, oh, Jesus.
We're not in the studio.
Yeah, I'm used to.
It went to YouTube. I don't know why it went to YouTube.
Now we've lost our.
Here's Mexican Spec. It demands that you log in.
Okay, I don't have the password memorized. Okay, we can't do it.
It won't do it.
Okay, how do we get back to what we were doing? Oh, we are. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm not prepared for it. I don't have it.
We can prepare for the future. You'll have to find the passwords.
But yeah, well, when we're in the studio, this stuff just works. When we're up here in the shop, we're limited capabilities up here. And I might be able to find it on my phone, but I know I'm going to be poking around for a while.
It'll be sold by Tuesday.
It'll be sold. By the time I find it, it'll be sold. TMI, if I have to explain the joke, it's not funny. It's just a clean car. Kevin Smith, I've been in the cabinet trade since 1977. Tim says, nice little dart. Good black paint job. 4-speed. Mexican Spec, my wife just bought me a book to record all of my passwords. Oh my God, the password. I live in password hell.
The book with all the passwords is at the house.
Let's see here. Yeah, Johnny C says, wants me to do a Wilburn. Yeah, but I got to find it on my phone, which means I got to take my eyes off the screen. Yeah, it says my password. It's password. You know, I went over to a friend's
You know,
house.
there's a lot of places that won't let you do that
Oh,
anymore.
I know people that do it, or they buy a piece of equipment, it's already in their password. Uh, the I I went over to a guy's house and we were doing something. I needed to log on to something at his house. He gave me his login for his router, and I said, What's the password?" He goes, 9999. You gotta be kidding! Because when you look up passwords that people use, that was like the most common passwords. Kevin Smith says, "Yep, nice on what?" Uh, okay, I'm gonna try to do this.
You
Kim,
better, 'cause otherwise
Kim,
next
can
week's
you?
inspection is gonna be
I
our
know
friend
he's gonna
again.
get really upset.
Let's see
Kim, can you take care of the?
Jeez, I'm trying to get something.
I know you're trying. Oh, I already got it here. Hang on, it's not as bad as I thought.
All that.
Okay, why? What does it not do more? Okay, here's a picture. It's not a very good thing here because it doesn't focus. It's too small. But anyway, there it is. Okay, let's see here.
Mexican Spec said that was a terrible endorsement and he wants his money back.
Just email Mexican Spec picture if it's easier. Oh, to me? You know, we're not in the studio, so I don't have all this stuff right. Like in the studio, I got monitors and computers, and I can just do everything like right now. But here in the shop,
You got one computer.
I got one computer, and I got a screen with chat on it, and I can't just whip that stuff together that quickly. I'm sorry. Kevin Smith Studios in that bathroom. Terry Mod. I do phone numbers too. You never know. The Oil Dom Press. I'm currently looking at a '63 Falcon delivery wagon. Oh man, I like stuff like a little panel. What do they call that? Sedan delivery. I love sedan deliveries. And John Cope's here. Good evening, sir.
John, welcome to the stream. Say about Mexican Specs bullying us. Tell him to cut it out.
Kevin Smith says, I call bathroom the library. Terry Mott, are you guys still stoking the fire? Oh, it's going to probably cool off tonight. So, yeah, we've got tornado warnings. We'll probably be sitting here outside in a few minutes when the shed rips off. Man, tornado warnings. We're out here in this tin shed. Yeah, Terry Mott says, nice dart. Oh, Dougster's here. Have no fear. Where did I miss him? Oh, there it is. Dougster? Have no fear. Yep. Mike N says, my Wi-Fi is named Burns when IP.
What? No. No. Stop it. Man,
I worked at the test site. I don't know. You maybe have to be a government person to understand this. We had to have a separate router for our little group, and the guy that set it up put it up, and the name of the router was Blackwater. Like the contractors, all the badasses that went over to Iraq and Afghanistan. At the time, it was mostly Iraq, and so ours said Blackwater. Nobody went in there. Nobody even tried to mess with us, But that's long gone. I think it's kind of funny. Tim has seen it already. Again, Paul Chewy, hello, Cope Racing. Okay, hippie long. Make your kid itchy and Tim, I would have to put a portable wood stove in that dart. Doesn't have a heater. Oh yeah, you'd have to find at least a heater box without AC. Well, those 69, the dart, the AC unit was a separate thing. So yeah, it's probably the same heater box. You could probably find one somewhere or make one.
got no idea how to get this out of here.
You know, Tim, I just did my dark heater core. It was cake. Yeah, my first heater I ever did, I worked in a radiator shop. It was the radiator shop that later that I bought, but I was working in there, and one of the first jobs I did, because the boss probably didn't want to do it, was a road-towed Valiant, like a 61, maybe 62 Valiant, and of course no air conditioning. And I thought it was hard because I had to kneel on the concrete next to the car, but it took me like 10 minutes to get the heater out.
Oh, that sounds terrible. 10 minutes.
Yeah, so this one was kind of a pain in the ass, to say the least.
You think this is pressed in here?
Let me see. I mean,
pressed in from both sides?
Well, this side's big and this side's small, so you know which side is pressed in from.
One's big and one's small?
That thing right there is a larger diameter than that.
Oh, let me look at that again. I didn't notice that.
All it says Bad Guys Blackwater. They keep changing the name. Yeah, they used all different names because nobody said they worked for Blackwater. There was other names they used. We knew who they were, but putting Blackwater on our router was pretty funny because it was a test site that had a lot of people around there. It was YPG, Human Proving Ground. So there's like all kinds of connections. It's just funny when I saw that. A wood burning stove in your dart.
Man, I'm really warm. Is it warm in here? Or
No,
is it just
no, because you're running around.
Oh man.
She runs around. She gets hot, starts sweating. Well, McDonald, we used to have laptops in our work vehicles that we hooked a VPN into open customers' routers. I named my laptop Homeland Security Mobile 1. It was fun watching routers shut off. Oh, man. Aftermarket air makes AC and electric. Aftermarket air makes AC and electric heater. Electric heater in a car? Man, I don't know about that.
That'd be okay.
Mexican
Use a lot
spec.
of amps, though.
Mexican spec. He's talking to Tim. Says the seats have been done. You can tell with the GTS name on them. That was not factory, but it was a good job. Yeah, it probably looked good. Let's see. Oh, it says they're in government again. Can't remember the name. Yeah, that was. I'm trying to remember the name that they were using when we were out there. I can't think of it.
I am a little sarcastic, Mexican spec. We love you. You're being a little pushy, though.
I couldn't pull up that stuff that fast. Because when we're in the studio, Kim's got that set up that we can. I mean, I can just ask her, "Can you search this?" And then I've got all these pictures in my email, and there's just computers all over the place. And here, no, I don't have all that at my fingertips. And now my phone's dinging at me because I didn't shut the noisemaker off. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Okay, let's see, turn the sound down.
I'm gonna have to make noise.
You gotta make noise.
A little bit.
Mexican spec says I'm not pushy. Giving her a sarcastic face, yeah.
I mean, sometimes I just get downright mean.
Tim says, I like the seats. Good job. I had to see it. There we go.
Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Paul Pajui says, Mexican spec, have you ever installed vintage air in anything? Great idea for a defroster.
Okay, I'm gonna make noise again.
More noise. More noise from Kim.
Just that long is all.
Hippie Long says, Kim has spring fever. She's ready to roll on projects. Kim gets so many projects going at the same time. You can't even walk across a shop sometimes because there's so many projects all going at once. And she loves to start projects, and then she also likes to finish them, but she starts more than she finishes. So there's like stuff everywhere.
But I finish more than I don't start. Yeah, you were right.
I was right.
You were right.
So I don't want to know how you cut it. Oh, that's hot.
Careful, it's hot.
Yeah, no shit. Okay, so that's how you didn't, instead of going over the press, you just lopped it off with the cutter.
It was easy this way.
All right.
What? I'm not going to press it back in.
Yeah, I know. You're going to do something else.
I'll have to tack weld it.
Mexican spec pulp. No, we don't have that stuff here. I have an air shop that will do it right for cheap. Hey, well, that's good. Yeah, I look at Mexico as kind of like we were probably 50 or 40 years ago. I had a small shop, and we fixed a lot of stuff. We didn't just replace everything. And I think that's kind of how Mexico is now. They still fix stuff. Tim says, I have the whole heater box out of my Demon, replacing all the foam seals. Yeah. And this one, I feel pretty good about this. But I got that dash bezel out. It's up at the house. And there's a place I'm going to put some switches in that. So, yeah, still have to do that. Oh, I got water. I can make my drink. Yeah. Move the phone away from the water.
Would you believe these are not the right bushings for this?
I believe anything.
It's incredible.
What's that? Oh, yeah, they're for something else. So now we know there's 3 different setups.
3 different setups.
So this is a mixed drink, which is Dad's root beer.
Mexican spec says people have to keep their old cars on the road and trucks. There are small parts houses all over the place for everything. See, and if we had that in the U.S., it'd be so much easier to maintain these old cars. But generally, the infrastructure here is about buying new stuff. The entire country is about buying new stuff, getting new things. That's everybody. That's their whole mentality is get new stuff, new stuff, new stuff. It's bankrupting our country.
Once in a while, I do a short on how to fix something. And then I'll see comments, and there'll be like 2 or 3 comments in there. Why don't you just buy? And they name
just
some.
Just buy.
Why don't you just buy something? Well,
because all that money goes straight to China.
Well, and I don't have a lot of money. I only get so much. So it's like, okay, I've got a bunch of junk that almost works, so I know how to fix it. Yeah. And I spent.
Well, the good news is that since people don't keep old things around here, we can get a lot of old junky stuff. People don't want it.
Terry Mott says our junkyards are disappearing. Yeah, we had a couple of them here in Clarksville, and they're gone.
Well,
there's one in Nashville. Nashville's huge, and there's like one junkyard down there.
The clean air, clean water sort of people come in. They're like, ew, this is dirty. We have to get rid of this. We have to recycle this. It's like, well, it's getting recycled. This is how recycling works.
Yeah, we use this stuff.
And they think that
recycling,
crushing it up, boating it across the planet to China, and having them burn it and melt it down in China, big billowing black clouds, since they can't see it, and slave labor in China to do all that, since they don't see it, since it's not in their backyard, they think it's green. That's not reality.
We got commercials.
That's not reality.
We got commercials.
I don't care.
You don't care.
I'm on my soapbox.
I know. I want you off the soapbox. I want you off the soapbox.
Okay. I'm off my soapbox.
Okay.
That's the reality of it. Come on. You know it just like I know it. That's the way it is. All right. I'm done soapboxing. Ciao, ciao. I'm sorry. I got a little bit wound up. Well, while that's doing that, I'm going to grind before we lose power.
Oh, here we go with grinding again. More grinding.
Quit your complaining.
Well, it's just when you're grinding, then I'm quiet while you're grinding because I can't compete with that. and it cuts it out. But if I start talking, then you get both. Mexican Spec says, yeah, the big guys buy the small guys and they're gone. That's not the way here. You know, I was really glad to see you going to a radiator shop, and I was looking at the work they did, and it was pretty nice, you know.
Okay.
Tim says, I was from Streetsboro. Oh, you lived in Streetsboro. My niece lives in, I don't know how to pronounce that, Mogador. Just down the road from Summit Racing. Yeah, I know where Summit is. I've been there many times because I used to live up in that area. Aunt D, hello. It's almost, I'll get it right yet. Hello. It's almost always worth it to at least try to fix stuff rather than replace. We do a lot of that.
Well, the cost of labor here is tough too. It's expensive to have anybody do anything. Anything.
Let's see, Hippie Long. Look, it's just a lot to ask for parts to be available after 30 plus to 80 years. Yeah, you're right.
It is.
Well, like this car, I can't believe we can't get parts for it, but then I think about it. It's 47 years old, you know.
Because they definitely have to change the windshield wiper linkages every 2 years. They couldn't possibly use the same thing.
Okay.
It has to change.
Use commercial.
Or okay, maybe it's a plot by the automotive manufacturers to force you to buy a new car.
Okay, Paul Dewey's asking, Buff, how long have you lived in Clarksville? I bought this place in 06. Moved from Ohio to here, and then I ended up going all over the place. I always kept this place. Family was always here, but I was in Arizona and Maryland and Oregon and London, England, and or not actually London. Flew into London. I was at I can't think of the name. It's someplace near there, where the big air show is every year. Kim's in her Warhorse camo. Kim's in an aggressive mood tonight, getting a lot of shit done. And
right.
And Mike N says, "Preach, Kim."
That's right. Somebody needs to put you guys and figure you guys out.
Hippie Long says he took the last train to get there. Yeah, last train to Clarksville. Yeah, D, hi Mexican Spec. Oh, see, everybody's saying hi.
Do they still run the train, or is it just got that bridge for no reason, just for aesthetic?
There is a like a short line train that runs around in Clarksville, but I don't know what it connects to. Every once in a while I see it.
Okay.
It goes under you somewhere.
So
one of the roads we go on, it goes under there.
Still one train to Clarksville.
Well, it's not to Clarksville. It's just in Clarksville. I don't know exactly what happens there, but the train used to.
Is there a station? There's not a station.
I don't. You're asking me a lot of questions.
And I'll meet you at the station.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, the repair versus replace. Just had an AutoZone commercial. That 2 points.
2 points. Getting
Let's
the
see
done.
Here. What I like about the AutoZone here is they have a lot of body supplies. So they got a lot of good body supplies.
AutoZone has self-checkout too.
They have self-checkout.
Easy online ordering. Next day delivery or pickup in store.
Let's see, Mexican Spec. Yes, that buy removed both tanks and rotted out a 3-row unit for $60. You can't beat that with stick. That's the kind of prices we had like in the 80s here, or in California where I was. Olive says I don't actually do any burnouts. I should say commence skids. Also, AAA, that time in the grinder, not through noise filters. Oh, yeah, different grinder. It's a handheld grinder. Sean O'Brien's here. I was tasting a flight of hot sauces tonight at my brother-in-law's. The hot ones, Last Dab, Bomb, Corlina, Reaper sauces, and ghost peppers. And I know a guy out in Arizona where I worked used to put ghost peppers on his pizza. And he got a lot of them.
Yikes. Okay, I'm gonna, one moment. Yeah, that's the noise. So it's the noise.
Yeah, Mexican spec. It isn't that you can't get the parts. They remove the listing from their system, so you don't know the part number. You know, I was at Walmart today buying a bunch of stuff, and I went over to the automotive section. I was going to buy a cheapest battery I could find for this car. And guess what? Their catalog doesn't go back. It only goes back like to 20 years, 2004 or something. Oh, Gatwick. No, it wasn't Gatwick, but I know where Gatwick is. Heathrow's where I stayed in a hotel right by Heathrow. And we drive to, why can't I think about it? I don't know. My dead brain doesn't always work. I'll think of it. Where's the big air show every year? Or it's every other year. There's a Paris Air Show on odd years, and there's the one in England on even years. Can't think of which one it is. Let's see. Mexican spec. Oh, you might be right. Buff. The wiper transmission might be different on the Futura than the box top. The windshield is taller, isn't it? I think it could be at a different. Yeah, this is like a chopped top. So yeah, it could be different on this. Some fixes. The guy was happy to get the $1,200. It was all labor. Oh, was that on that heater job? Was that on that heater job in the whatever that is? Oh, 1,200 pesos. Oh, okay. That's not enough money. Oh, it says I think the Futura has a mild chop. It does. The wiper transmission geometry matters, but the right bushings may be the same. Yeah, I don't know. You know, Kim works in the shop. She makes noise. Okay. But when I'm not on here, I work in the shop. I make noise too. Shops are noisy. Yeah, Hippie Long says, barely hear a grinder. Noise canceling works well. Well, that's good.
Yeah, it's only you that has to endure the noise. They don't hear anything.
They're all guessing. Edinburgh? No.
What are they guessing?
Oh,
they're trying to get points.
the name of the stupid place where I work. Farnborough in the UK. I don't know. I couldn't think of that 5 minutes ago. Yeah, Farnborough's right. They have a big air show there.
Did anybody guess, or did you remember?
Well, I don't know. I'm too far up the chat. I haven't gotten there yet. Anti repair versus replace. A lot of new parts are junk nowadays. Yeah, tell me about it. Kevin Smith, noise canceling, and Roxy thinks I'm deaf. Terry Mott, Chicago. I get Chicago hot dogs here. I even did 2 shorts about it. Paul says, if the bushings from the Mustang kit don't fit, remember, arm joints, old arms are needed after all, but it's bushings, yeah.
Yeah, that's where he's going if I
don't
can't
know.
Fix it. So.
I don't know. Yeah, she'll have it all cut up to the point where I won't be able to fix it.
No, I won't.
I'll be over there in my tubing making so get some 1/2 inch 058 wall tubing.
So I'm done.
Tim says, I always get the biggest battery that will fit in the battery tray. Well, the problem with this car is the guy bought me a new battery, but it was too big for the tray, so it was sitting in there all cattywampus.
It's a tiny battery that was just a little too wide.
It didn't fit the car, so I don't want to make the same mistake, you know. So I got to put a tape measure on it and then go up there.
So you tell me why they can't make the same battery that they made in '78. You tell me they're smaller.
Well, I bet they do have the same battery there. The catalog just doesn't go back that far. Let's see here. As we say in Bostonian, it shouldn't be that damn hard. Yeah. Mike N says Heathrow has that indoor hotel courtyard thingy. I think it's a Holiday Inn, if I recall. I stayed at whatever the here I am. Just can't pull names out of my head anymore. I don't know. I guess it's not a
bang.
You got something undone there. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't think of anything anymore. Danny Boyd's here. Hello to everyone is what he says in Spanish.
Okay, maybe this is a short.
Oh my God. Maybe this is a short.
Maybe not.
I don't know.
Here's what's happening. You already know what's happening, don't you?
Okay, Auntie just had to replace a 6-month-old catalytic converter, cracked almost completely in half.
Of course.
Sean O'Brien, where do you feel it? See, Sean O'Brien was eating a bunch of ghost peppers and stuff. Huh?
Oh, Sean.
And they're all making suggestions, asking and showing pictures of fire and how you're going to feel tomorrow.
Oh, man.
Are you going to go to the hospital and all this?
I don't see any fire emojis.
Well, you were gone so long, they're not even on the screen anymore. They're like 20 feet high.
They're 20 feet up. Let me scroll 20 feet up.
Oh, jeez.
I want to see the fire. Oh, Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith, that's it. That's all the fire.
That's all of it? You guys can do better than that. Let's see some fire emojis. Devil emojis. Anything red emojis. Spicy pepper emojis. I know they're out there. Do it for Sean O'Brien. Everybody who does it, I'll give you points. I don't know how many points.
Sean O'Brien says upper stomach, low esophagus.
Oof. We're showing what's going on with this piece that I'm building.
Man, you're going after me here. I'm trying to get my feet around. And my heater's not on. There's the problem.
There's your problem. It's not plugged in.
It's not plugged in.
I'll go over and plug it in. You look at this. I'll go plug your heater. And I didn't know you were cold. I'm sweating, so I didn't think about it. I mean,
well, now I got a pile of parts here. You can see the parts. She brought them over. I don't know which way this stuff goes. I don't know if it goes this way or this way, or I don't know. We'll have to wait. See what she says.
Well,
she cut it all apart. I didn't see how it was.
The old one was the brass one, and the new one is the chrome ball.
Yeah, but I don't know which way that goes on there. Well, is it going from this side, or does it go?
Well,
it can go either
Doesn't
way.
matter. The fact of the matter is it used to have this fixed stamped in thing with a brass bushing, and now it's going to have a chrome bowl.
Tim says if that battery is fairly new, save it for one of your other projects. Yeah, it's brand new.
We have plenty of cars that need batteries.
I think Kim already commandeered the battery.
It's going to get used.
Well, and my van needs a battery, so it might fit that too. You know,
it's kind of small for that van. We'll have to get a bigger one in the van.
Oh, jeez.
So we're going from.
Oh, geez, he'll be shooting lightning
bolts out of his. Yeah, you got to have ice cream. That's from a bit from a Cheech and Chong bit. Come on, ice cream.
You got to eat ice cream after that.
See, we're going from this to this to this.
Oh, is that thunder?
That is, and there was thunder and lightning out there just a little bit.
Oh, that's thunder. Well, how close is this?
Oh, it's right on top of us.
They're already covering everything up with warnings. Warning, warning, warning.
Warning!
Warning.
Warning. Warning. Whoop. Whoop. Whoop.
Oh yeah, it's a small line. It'll go by quickly. But I'm looking to see if there's a hook there, like a tornado on the back side of it. There's a couple of hooks there. Yeah, if we lose power, we're screwed. If we leave, it's because we lost power. And that now they put Buddy Carfano and Tim's. They've all put all this fire and devils. Yeah, they did.
Is it good fire?
It's the same fire. It's just more of it, except Tim also put up devils. And Sean O'Brien put up ghost peppers and a bomb.
Oh, there you go. That's a creative.
Yeah, okay, so you get, what's he get,
All
a
right,
couple
guys.
points for that?
Everybody put up exactly what I asked for, so they all get 3 points.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, old McDonald. Danger, Will Robertson, danger.
Did he put up the robot?
No.
If somebody finds the robot, you get 3 points too. That's the last thing we get points for.
If you put up a robot?
I know there's that robot somewhere.
Terry Mott's putting up like volcanoes.
Oh, that's excellent. 3 points, Terry.
3 points. Oh man, this is craziness.
That's fun.
Okay, did you turn my heater on yet?
It's plugged in.
Oh, good. Yeah, that'll warm me up. Then my legs will get warm. Because I don't know why I'm a little on the cold side. But I am.
You get cold easier and because
I know, my circulation's not like it used to be. Nothing's like it used to be. My left hand doesn't work. Man, that deck lid, I had to reach on both sides to start bolts. This hand doesn't work worth a shit. It's just like, the fingers move, but can't put any pressure on anything. So, robot's here. Oh, it looks like a robot. It's one that's got like a hook. It's hanging there.
That's okay. I'll give you 3
That's
points.
Tim.
I asked for it, I got it.
That's Tim. So Terry Mott was the volcano, and then the robots. So anyway, I'm at the reach of my armpit. Can't start the tips of my fingers. Can't start the bolts, and Kim goes over there just like boom, does it. Okay.
Nobody thinks I know what I'm doing because I'm an idiot. But just because I'm dumb doesn't mean I don't know how to do stuff.
Oh, says use that hand, Buff. Use or lose. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to physical therapy twice a week, and I've learned what stuff I need to buy, and it's cheap stuff. It's like what do they call it? Resistance bands and some other things. So and every night I've got one of those squeeze gizmos. It looks like a little spring and you squeeze it.
Gizmos.
I've got a couple of those sit in my bed. So I get in bed and I sit up and I watch YouTube and fall asleep like that. But I got that squeeze thing. This hand's easy. This one is, man, it's tough. Everybody's putting up all these emojis now. Sean O'Brien, fire and ice cream and
I put out the ice cream.
Ice cream. Somebody's sticking their tongue out. Kim liked your ice cream.
Give them points if they want. If they want points, give them to them. I'm having fun.
Also says fidget toys. I've got a couple of those spring things. One of them I really have a hard time squeezing with this hand. The other one, I can do it easier. And then something happened in my neck in that crash. And that's what they think is wrong here. So I don't know. Hippie Long says, "Boops." What is that? Yeah, I don't know if anybody. I don't know if anybody can hear the thunder. Luis McGill Suarez Barrios says, "Hi, he's here." Sean O'Brien has a picture of a cactus and sun. Luis says, "I'm here." Yeah, it's good to see you here. Kim's over there working on, the proper name's windshield wiper transmission, but I look at it, looks like linkages to me, but they call it a transmission.
Yeah, that's like a short.
And if it was a transmission, John Cope would be working on it. John Cope, you work on wiper transmissions too?
Okay.
Probably not.
Careful, the scalding hot, but the plastic is not. So don't touch the metal. Show them the ball. There you go. Hold it like that. Show them the ball. Welded on.
That looks. See, she's got the old arm, and oh shit!
Told you it was hot.
She welded the ball onto the new arm, and there's one of those wasps. You can tell it's spring because those big brown wasps start buzzing around, and they go up in the lights, so they're up in the lights.
When it gets warm, they wake up.
Okay. Paul says, I'm not saying work hard, but some fussy thing to manipulate with that hand. Play with a bendy straw if you have to. Yeah, what happened last night was I was standing behind the car and the bumper's sticking way out. It's hitting right in my knees. So as I lean forward, it's prying my knees back. And I lean forward enough, start to catch my armpit. And I reach a little further, and then it swings my feet out from under me. And I was just, and then this hand's a little like hard to start nuts and stuff. And I just like, Kim, help me. And she came over there and put it right together.
All right, I'm making a little bit of noise.
Oh, here comes the rain. Oh, man, is it raining hard. Man, okay, it's raining. It's raining hard. There's thunder and lightning out there, and Kim's grinding, so I just was quiet. Let's see here. I don't know if anybody can hear that. Anybody hear the rain?
Woo, it's coming in now. Now I gotta knock these pins out, replace those with the cushions.
Okay, so Mike said, show them what? It's that. Oh, here we got ads coming again. It's the all the stuff to make the windshield wipers work. It's all a little bushy and worn out. So the new ones we got are completely different, of course. So Kim is making it work.
Who asked?
Mike can. Okay.
Oh,
Tim says my disc finally collapsed between C5 and C6. Squeezed the nerves and I was losing my left arm and grip in the hand. Replaced the disc and it was great as soon as the operation was done. Well, good. Hippie Long says I need a welder. I find the Amazon one's a little fishy. Any input? You know what? Oh, here we go. Ads.
Tim, I had 5 through 7 fused, and I did get my hand back, but my stamina has never come back.
Nobody can hear you.
They can hear us. It's got noise canceling. They probably can't even tell
the
it's radio.
Commercials are on.
Nobody gets commercials anymore. I'm sorry about your fusions, Kevin. I have L5 S1 fusion with instrumentation. You missed that it's raining like cats and dogs. It literally sounds like large cats and medium-sized dogs hitting the roof.
Okay, let's see.
Wow.
Well, you're a boy. I mean, things to pointlessly use less force. Snail smooth muscle exercise. Or small, is that what that is? Small, smooth muscle exercise. Yeah. Today I was soldering, and I was a little shaky with the solder, but I got it. And then, I don't know, just keep trying to use it. Man, that rain's coming down.
Kevin Smith mentions that the Harbor Freight welder is not bad for do-it-yourself. My suggestions, I have a nice one too. I have like one of those, like an unlimited. My suggestions to you are plug in as close as possible to the electrical box, because if you're running through like a 15 amp breaker, you want to be the best electrical outlet, no extension cord. That's going to help you. And
That sounds like hay.
the gasless wire, like flux core wire, what's that called? Flux core. Flux core is garbage compared to gas. If you can afford to get a gas MIG welder set up, it is so much better. The outcome, the quality is so superior. I'll bet you it's hailing. It sounds like hail.
Okay, the reason you can't hear us is because the hail's coming down. We got a big old hailstorm going on a tin building, you know. Shaquille, hello. This is One-Eyed Cat. How you doing? Man, we just started raining like hell, thunder, lightning, hail. It ought to go by pretty quickly. It looks like a real thin band on my...
Wow. It's really coming down like crazy.
Yeah, cat on a tin roof.
Man.
Hail's not good for cars, yeah.
I couldn't find any. I didn't see any hail that was big enough to pick up and bring in, so it must just be little pieces right now. It's the hail stopped, now just rain. You need a big breaker for welding and a short cord. Absolutely, it makes a big difference, especially if you're trying to weld something big.
That welder she's using, it plugs into an outlet right by, and I've been told,
This far away.
it's right by the breaker box, and we don't have an extension cord on it. Although I have one big fat extension cord, we have used it, but you can't crank it up to the highest setting with that. Yeah, where were you when the lights went out in the car? I have this flashlight here.
How about insulating the roof? Yeah, because we just have $3,000 sitting around for insulation.
Well, actually, yeah.
Oh, I have a Subaru. Yeah, because of all the things I'm worried about, it's the Subaru.
Well, and the Studebaker's under a roof. I mean, the worst thing right now is that little blue car's getting hammered.
Flux cord can eat back through paint if not dealt with. Yeah, cleanup after flux cord is a lot more work. 240 instead of 120 for smaller breaker. Yes, but not everybody has the 240 amp service or 240 volt service.
You know, my
not all welders will do both.
My MIG welder's a 140. It's a Hobart 140, and it's it's 120 volt thing. I've got a TIG welder in here that's 170 amps, I think. Of course, it's 220, but man, you need both hands steady. I can't do that anymore. Come on, rain, go by. Is it real windy? I guess it would be.
Yep, you don't want to go out there. It's bad.
Yeah, we're right in the middle of that red spot.
It looks like it'll doxin us.
I am? I'm not. There's no miles or anything on there for South Clarksville.
Cardboard in the attic is a fire hazard, Mexican spec.
What's this? Kevin Smith says big blackout of 2004. Was that the one in the Northeast? Is that the one you're talking about? Yeah, that was a fun one. I was in that.
Everybody already knows where we are. Clarksville.
Well, yeah, we're south of Clarksville, out in the middle of nowhere. That's where we are.
Okay, Mister doesn't even show his face. Listen to him. Why do you give us so much grief, Mexican spec? Man.
Paul Patui says we're going to get a lot of rain up here. A lot of rain tomorrow up here in New England. Yeah, see, it's already starting to.
Yeah, ease off. I can hear it.
Maybe, yeah, it's just tapering off real quick now. Maybe you should have taken the last train from Clarksville. Yeah. Oh, man, everything out there is going to be soaking wet. Kevin Smith, rain biggie here, too. Everybody has a general idea of our location. Yep.
Tim says my titanium 200 does 110 or 220. Mine does that as well, but my titanium welder. I've been using 110 with a 30 amp breaker, and it's okay. See, most people don't have a 30 amp breaker, and I had good luck with a 30 amp breaker, but most people don't have it. And I bought the wire to run to the garage for 220, big bucks. Yeah, it's expensive. Yeah. Not everybody has access to that kind of thing, and it's a big investment for something that you're not going to use all the time. So we're really fortunate. The shop already has a 220 setup in it, and we just have to extend from the box if we want to run a 220 outlet, which we can have an electrician do very reasonably here. But a 30 amp breaker, you need bigger wire. You can't just put a 30 amp breaker in and run it off a 10 gauge wire or whatever.
What's Kevin Smith saying?
Bigly.
Huh? BBL, I'll be back later.
Oh, okay.
I get it. Man, that was loud. It's gone away now. Jeez.
It's not in the middle of nowhere. It sounds like that is the place to be. I mean, we're not like right anywhere. Like Clarksville's a sleepy little town, you know. They
It's 160,000 people with a university and a major military base. Okay.
They shut off the street lights at 10 and they roll up the sidewalks at midnight. But other than that, there's a lot going on up at the military base. Economically, there's a lot going on here, but like everybody goes to bed early here. We're the only ones awake.
Well, who are the major?
And it's only 8 o'clock on the Sunday night.
Major manufacturers here.
Isn't Train here?
Train is here.
There's some beer company here.
Budweiser's here.
Who's the tire manufacturer?
And Hankook is here. You know who the biggest employer is? The hospital. Oh no, it's the military base.
Well, yeah.
And then the hospital.
I mean, that sort of makes sense.
Or maybe it's the university, then the hospital, and then the tire manufacturer and Budweiser and Train. And there's a few others.
I can run my older air compressor on that circuit, just one or the other. Yeah, as long as you don't try to weld while the compressor's powering up, you're fine.
Patrick Sullivan.
All right,
Good
Mexican spec. We'll see you in a little bit.
Oh man,
I gotta take this apart. I'm not getting anything
you
done.
gotta do more grinding.
I mean, I guess I could gnaw it on my teeth.
No, okay, so you're gonna. I'm just asking a reasonable question.
Yeah, I gotta pop these out and then weld in the
You're
balls.
gonna do more grinding.
Yeah, it's the only way to get it done. Lots of welding, lots of grinding.
Jack Daniels. You know, Jack Daniels, they make it here in Tennessee, but it's in a dry county. So you can make it there, you just can't buy it there. It's still raining pretty hard. Not like it was. Well, you know, grinding. Twisted Mopar Garage. Hey, how you doing? What's going on here? Kim's working on what I call windshield wiper linkage, but the proper name is a windshield wiper transmission. And I guess this is a 1-year car or something system, and everything we order is like doesn't work. So she's adapting parts from one to parts to the other and making it all work. So it's like become a cut and weld job. So that's what's going on here. Him making noise. Grinding, hammering, welding.
Yep. More of that.
John Wilburn's here. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, John, we just had, I don't know how long you've been in here, but we just had one heck of a thunderstorm roll through here. It's so loud I don't think anybody can hear us.
One more grindiness.
Kim's grinding.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess maybe she's finished. Now more hammering. Old McDonald says, we visited a distillery brewery down near Lynchburg a few years back. Twisted Mopars, she needs one of those ear cams so we can see what she's doing. Yeah, we have a cam over there. I guess I don't know where it is right now.
I do.
She sets up a remote cam.
I set up the camera.
You know what? Yeah, they want to see what you're doing.
I didn't think anybody cared.
You always see a sparks over there.
Since you asked.
Hippie Land calls you Mrs. Frankenstein. It's building again. She's quite crafty. Love the sparks in the background. Yeah, I'm looking on the screen. It looks like 4th of July back there.
Those aren't real sparks. We just do that for fake.
The fake sparks.
Yeah, we just make sparks. They're not really doing anything. We just make sparks every once in a while just to look like we're busy.
Twisted Mopar goes, put it on your head. Well, except then, yeah, we don't. It's not wireless, so then we have a cord. Yeah, she's over there fussing with it right now.
Hey, go look up what it costs to put together a wireless live cam. Suddenly you'll realize why we don't got one.
So,
no joke.
She'll set it up and it'll work well. We've done this before. Yeah, split cam. Had it in the car when we were doing the heater core. We've had it all over the place. So.
Sometimes they just want to talk to you and they don't care what I'm doing. So.
Well, they all want you to put the cam on your head or on your ear.
On my head.
Twisted Mopar says Toy Ray Spark Gun. Oh, running wires. Probably one of the wires I tripped over and tore something out.
Probably.
I trip on everything.
Everything.
If there's something within 20 feet of me, it'll loop around my foot and I'll rip it out of the wall. It's like,
I've never known anybody to be so under. Alright.
Tim says 4th of July fireworks at Buff's Adventure Garage.
Maybe.
Uh-oh, what's that?
That's El Gato.
Oh, something popped up with a big caution. Yellow thing says caution.
Oh, did we lose internet?
No, it's saying it again. USB device not recognized. The last USB device you connected to this computer, and it went away before I could finish reading it.
Well, better recognize. I'm trying to make.
It belongs. Says I remember stamp steel spark laser guns.
What's going on?
What are they?
Oh my gosh, the stamped steel laser gun with the little flint and steel inside. Those were awesome. A little flywheel so the sparks were.
Oh, and then
so cool.
and then what? Elon Musk, like about 4 or 5 years ago, he made a bunch of production run of flamethrowers.
That was smart. Sure, there was no.
I mean, I look at that as like,
Sure,
he's the only guy in the world who can get away with that. Anybody else would have got sued because somebody would have got flame thrown. Twisted Mopar says, yep, that's what we had to play with.
That's right. That's what we had to play. That cap guns, slingshots.
Oh, yeah, we had cap guns, slingshots, BB guns.
Well, oh my goodness. Just what you need to do is give kids a BB gun.
Kim is messing with the camera. That's why we got blankness there.
Come on. All right, give me a second.
Something not quite right. Oh, someone ding ding.
Yep, nose.
It's got wires and things. Oh, what the heck?
That's good.
That's a good thing?
Yeah, that's a problem.
Can everybody see that?
That's a problem with the camera.
Can everybody see that?
With the...
Oh, yeah, it's up now. We had a neighbor, as they're all overgrown house and trees and everything, and the kid up there would swing from one tree to another, big old rope like Tarzan. And my brother was up there. My brother's a year younger than me. He was up there, and we had a slingshot fight. Yeah, I wrist rocket, and I'm shooting big old dirt clods up there. And they were all hiding in this overgrown yard. We couldn't see them. And I was down there and open, and they're like throwing, they had a duck too, so they had eggs. They're throwing eggs at us, duck eggs at us, and we're slingshotting them. And I'm just shooting big old dirt clods into the bushes. My brother comes out. We were like 7 or 8 years old. He comes out. He's crying. There's blood all running out of his forehead. Well, I hit him. I hit him in the head with a with a big old nasty hard
rock in the head. Jeez,
oh man, my mother took the slingshot. She took the slingshot away.
Being so good, having so much fun. Okay, let's see. Can you? Are you on the double screen?
No, I'm not on.
I can't see you anymore.
I know. I don't
Click
know.
on the scene 3. See if it's still live. All right, I'll see if you can see what I'm doing.
Okay, you can see me, and we can see the mess over there. Part of the mini bike and a bunch of crap. Nothing moved.
What's that?
Nothing's moving.
Nothing's moving. Okay, it must have died.
Yeah, they're all seeing the mini bike or the Kim cycle.
Shoot. It's stuck.
Something's stuck. She's moving the camera around and it's got a still picture.
It is very, very, very fussy. All this stuff.
Okay, we're deactivate, reactivate. Oh.
It likes to be reset. It's like Windows used to love to be restarted.
Like Windows, yeah, reset. Reboot.
Have you tried restarting your computer?
Could be long. Even at 5 years old, I looked at charts. What's that? The darts, and said that's dangerous. How can I shoot one out of my Rider Daisy? Okay, we can see you now.
Good, good, good.
Working in the vise.
That's the plan. I'm working.
It's out of focus, though.
It's out of focus.
It's out of focus.
Try to get it to focus. Oh, it's focusing on. Did it focus yet?
No, it got worse.
Quit it!
Yeah, oh, you went through it. A little more, a little more. I don't know what's going on.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's pretty good, I guess.
Okay.
Louis says, I have many toys. Oh, lawn darts are darts.
Oh, lawn darts are some good fun.
You know, the F-16, the fighter jet, that's what they called it at first, was a lawn dart. You can imagine why. F-16 turned out to be a pretty good aircraft. But in the beginning, they lost a few. Well, it's like every new airplane. Not every new airplane.
Not the one Campo designed.
But, well,
every other one.
a fighter is a whole different animal. I mean, think about what it's meant to do and what it does. And, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, if I have many Hot Wheels cars, says Luis. You know, there's a guy I worked with in Maryland, and that guy's got a collection of Hot Wheels cars. It's amazing. Same kind of thing. He's got every like limited production, all that stuff. He loves that stuff. I go in his office. He's the HR guy there. I go in the office, and they're all lined up, all these cars. And he changed them out. He brings
Can
one.
you see okay?
Yeah, I think
I
so.
want to see what it looks like. Oh, yeah, it looks okay. Could be better. Could be worse.
Terry Mott. I have a lot of 18th scale die cast. See, what I have was a lot of 125th scale AMT, MPC model cars, and Johan. I was walking through Walmart today and I saw a bunch of MPC and AMT models. Wow, look at that. But I didn't buy any. I figured that's the last distraction. I need to start building model cars.
Well, that's not very consumerist of you.
Well, I bought other stuff. I spent $114 in there, and I didn't bring home a lot. I brought home tomatoes and milk and, I don't know, laundry detergent.
What about Walmart? Who's thinking about
and sugar? Sugar. I brought home sugar for Kim because she puts it in her coffee. Well, I went over there, there's all these bags of sugar stacked up, and I grabbed one. My reaction was, man, this is heavier than what I remember, but I'm weaker than I used to be, so I put it in the cart. When I get home, she goes, why did you buy so much sugar? It's like, it was like twice, 3 times as big a bag as I usually get. That's why it felt heavy.
You guys don't look directly at the welds.
Oh, you know, when they first started welding on TV, I was covering my eyes just out of habit. And I'm like, what am I doing?
Concerned that I might harm the
camera,
the image sensor in the camera.
Well, turn the camera away while you're.
I might have to turn the camera away.
Yeah.
Guys. I'm gonna turn it away. Sorry.
Louis says I have
back all just you.
I have the bone shaker from Hot Wheels. Okay. Tim says I want to see the design for the new fighter F-47. Yeah, it doesn't have a name yet, just has F-47. I don't know, there's pictures of it, but I don't know if that's real pictures. I don't think it's that far along yet, but it could be. I don't know. I don't have any idea what stage of development it's in. Olive says I got Camry Skyline and a few Alpha GTV 6S New Z and some stuff from Morosa. I don't know how to pronounce that. Morosa Rails. Put sunglasses on the camera is what Hippie Long says. Tim says they still allow sales of glue. You know, there's places you can buy it. You get the red tube, the green or blue or whatever it is. That stuff's crap. It doesn't smell and it doesn't hold anything together. The red tube, Tester's red tube, has toluene in it. Toluene, however you pronounce it, and it melts the styrene together. Still does a good job. Or it did last time I used some, but that's probably been a year or two. Lammy's Hot Wheel Races. Oh yeah, I forgot about Lamb Chop.
Okay. All's welded in there. Ta-da.
You got it there?
I think it's in.
Man, we got a lot of junk back there. You know what's in the center of that picture? That red thing on the wall, a red and black thing? That's the thing. You can take a strut out, you put the strut in there, it compresses the spring, and then you can change.
You're still looking at the wrong thing.
What?
Oh, man.
Oh, what, it die again? Oh, I thought you had it turned away for a reason.
No, it's being a jerk. Here, you can see it. Can't see it because
that's on. Yeah, there.
Right? It's on there.
It's a ball joint now.
It's welded in from the back. What do you think? Think that weld will hold?
Yeah, it looks really good.
Rosette. It is a rosette.
Rosette weld, which is a plug weld. But, here we go. Oh, there you go. Wow, that's close up. Yeah. Buddy Carfon says paid $9 for a dozen eggs. I felt like I got robbed. You know what happens when I see eggs in the store? I walk by. We can get by without eggs.
He doesn't buy me eggs anymore.
Tim says F-47 is probably just sketches on a bar napkin. Oh, it says F-47 chicken hawk. I don't know what that F-47 is going to be. Okay, you're swinging the camera all around. Oh, you've got it over to the grinder. That is a really close-up. Are you really that close to it?
No, I got it zoomed in.
Going to show everybody how dangerous you are with a grinder.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Dean Stevenson's here. Good evening. He's on the side of the wheel.
Oh, it's really hot. It's ready.
Hippie Long says, just get chickens, 3 per person. And the egg industry is gone. You know, like I said, that neighbor of ours had a duck. And the duck would lay an egg a day. And they couldn't eat the eggs fast enough. So we ate some of them. And they're just a little bit bigger than a chicken egg. And they taste about like a chicken egg. But then they'd be throwing them around at the kids would throw them at each other. Have an egg fight.
Egg fight.
Oh, my dad came home one time, and our backyard had a real nice lawn, and then the neighbor's yard looked like a jungle. But he came home, and there was, oh, man, there's like 50 eggs out there broken on his lawn, and he was mad. Clean that up right now.
He wasn't mad that you wasted the eggs. He was mad because you...
Oh, what a mess. We had broken eggs everywhere and had an egg fight. Yeah, from the duck eggs.
Hey, remember?
Maybe he thought we took them out of the refrigerator.
I saw I saw something and I think it's so true. Remember back in the day as kids that when we wanted to troll somebody, we threw eggs and toilet paper at them. That's what we used to throw, eggs and toilet paper. Now we would never. Now we would never. Okay.
Main Street Mopar's here. Cavo's here.
Oh.
Good evening.
Oh, it's frozen again.
It's frozen again?
Oh, man.
What's wrong with this cam? Why does it freeze?
Oh, maybe it isn't frozen.
Or that's where you put it?
I thought I had it set up there. That's where I left it.
Tavo says eggs, $5 Australian a dozen. Yeah, they're kind of expensive here. I don't know what they are. Probably a little more than that right now.
They're I don't know.
5 Australians, what, like about $3.50 here, something like that. Fairmont reminds me of the time me and my brother were doing wheelies and burnouts with the riding lawnmower, and my dad was pissed. Yeah, we did a lot of stuff where my father would get mad.
All right, I gotta turn the camera away. I don't have a lens for it.
Yeah, we don't put the hood over the camera. Squint.
We did that before.
Put the hood over the camera, and then you just squint.
He squints. Yeah, I need clippers here real quick. I'm sorry, everybody. You know what welding looks like.
Yeah, big rain went through. Looks like it's gone. We're supposed to have more rain, but the big old red thunderstorm's gone. For the non-herbivores here, how about kangaroo meat? That's Dean Stevenson. Is that something that, do people eat kangaroo meat? Is that real? You know, the one here that people eat a lot, if you're in the area where they have them, is the, yeah, there goes the welding. That sounded okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks okay. We're setting stuff on fire a little bit. A little bit of fire.
Well, we can't see the fire because you got it turned away at. Well, now there's nothing in the vise.
I think I got penetration. I can tell by the meltiness. I can't see because I'm not wearing.
It's out of focus, yeah.
Out of focus?
Well, no, it comes in and out because it's.
That's all right. I'm over there.
Thomas says kangaroo isn't a staple here, but available at most supermarkets. Oh, okay. What's it taste like? Kangaroo.
Kangaroo? Tastes like kangaroo.
That means it tastes like beef, or it's completely different. Or what's the one? What's a giant bird? See, I can't remember anything.
Ostrich.
Ostrich, yeah. Like up there in Ohio where I was, there was an ostrich farm, and they called it the other red meat. You could buy ostrich meat, but I never did. I should have, because.
Then you could say you did.
Oh, what smells bad, Kim? Why does that stink?
Because I burned that glove.
You burned the glove. My glove?
Just a glove. What? Do you want your wipers fixed or not?
Mexican Spec says, okay, I'm back. Kind of.
Okay, welcome
Yeah, it
back.
tastes like kangaroo. I don't want to travel that far just to try kangaroo meat, but I am kind of curious. And I don't suppose it would travel well.
Bet you.
Oh, I'd probably get up here and there'd be some tariff on it now.
Terrifying, yeah.
I can't buy our kangaroo meat. Let's see here. Buddy car found a broke window on Dad's car during a snowball fight. But he's gonna kill me and my friends. Yeah. Oh God, we had a backyard that was not really big enough to play baseball, but we used to play baseball back there. And oh God, trying to think of the guy's name. He's an actor now, but he used to live next door to us.
Adam something?
Yeah, Adam Arkin. Adam Arkin hit a ball.
Who knows what Adam Arkin is famous for?
And it went right.
The Adam Arkin.
It went right through the window.
He loves this because it's a name dropper.
It went right through the window. Well, I'd been out there playing baseball with him. Adam, my brother, and I don't know, maybe they're the only two left out there. I think Adam's brother was out there.
Hot.
And they clobbered a ball and it went through the window right behind my dad's head. Oh man, he was upset.
It's hot. The metal is hot.
I see. Yeah, it's the heat is transferring down there. Maybe you need to cool off. Maybe you need to cool off this end. See, she's welded those ball joints on there now, so we should be able to assemble it. I don't know what her next plan is. I don't want to set it here because it might catch on fire.
It's not bad. I poured water on it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, his famous father, Alan Arkin. I never knew Alan Arkin. His parents are divorced. She married a Cal Poly professor, and then so the kids lived next door to us until later. No, not Alan was his father. It was Adam Arkin. Adam Arkin, man, he was in a lot of stuff. He moved away to be with his father when we were like in junior high school, somewhere in there. He's been in all kinds of stuff, all kinds of shows. Tyler, does Australia still have rabbit fences? Tim says we have buffalo meat up here. Yeah, you can get, well, here they don't call it buffalo, they call it bison meat. Is that the same thing? Dean Stevens says it's wallaby meat. Man, it's gonna rain some more? No, here it comes again. Big old line of storms coming through. Mexican Spec says Alan Arkin did a Netflix show with Michael Douglas. I saw me and my friend in both of them. Really? Yeah, you lived in that area where you're right there. Man, it's just green on the radar, but that's really coming down. At least it's like a 70-foot barracuda. Yeah, you like those barracudas and challengers, don't you? I really like them then, but they're just so expensive now. It's like, yeah, I still like them, but it's outside my ability. What are you doing? Wait for it to cool?
Resting.
Resting. It's like a steak. You got to let it rest.
No, I'm resting.
You're resting.
I'm working hard over here.
Okay. All it says, it's F-47 Chicken Hawk because Bone Spurs was so proud to walk. Bone Spurs was so proud to walk in on this Team USA dressing room because he owned them. Oh, I see. Chicken Hawk. It'd be the big
fence still exists. Not sure how well it's maintained though. There was a movie Alan Arkin was in. So it's an old movie called "The Russians Are Coming." The Russians are coming. I remember that he was in that. I think that's when his kids were living next door. Buddy Carfano, my grandmother caught pigeons and ate them. Are pigeons okay? I got some friends that hate pigeons and others that raised pigeons, homing pigeons. They take the pigeons somewhere and just throw them like this, and off they go. They'd be up there sitting on their cages when they got home. Mexican Spec says I'm watching Jamie. When Buff talks, it looks funny. I look funny. Got two screens going.
Yeah.
Dean Stevenson, I love Monk. Adam Arkin portrayed Dale the whale. Peter back on Monk. Man, Monk. My former wife liked Monk a lot, so I watched the hiccups. I watched a lot of those shows. Oh, I see. I see. Mexican Spec says I have a sound off and you're talking. So you're watching him and hearing me. And Carfana, my grandmother caught pigeons to eat. She caught them. Mike Annie, great. More politics. I'm in need of drink. Mexican Spec Rocket Restoration said he might want a carry-all. Hey, there you go. It's a good reason to be there. Um, he says, wow. I'm drinking a cup of peach juice. Patrick Sullivan says I'm tabbed into DTG. DDG at Dodge Garage in Buffs. I don't know what that's about.
All of that's really political. I
Yeah,
feel you.
let's kind of work away from the
I
politics.
feel you, but we can't do it tonight. This is an automotive stream.
Gene Stevens, obsessive compulsives with a touch. Obsessive compulsives with a touch of. I don't know what that is. But a very clever maintenance manager who was from Iraq reminded me of Monk. I can't. Okay, I'm gonna go watch something else for a while. Thanks, Alvin.
You want to wrap it up?
Do you want to wrap it up?
It's 2 hours. Let's just be done.
Yeah, it got quiet in here. Thanks, Olive. All right. Well, take care, everybody. We're getting out of here.